Previously on Town Hall 10 Free to Play, we discussed why Gold League is the best farming league for new Town Hall 10s. Today, stop upgrading these immediately until the update. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Joe, and welcome back for episode 9 of the Town Hall 10 Free-to-Play series. This is that series where we took a max Town Hall 6 and we upgraded through Town Hall 7, Town Hall 8, Town Hall 9, and now we're at Town Hall 10. We're exactly 2 weeks into Town Hall 10, and we've been working heavily on our offense. We've been working on our heroes. The king is currently down, and the queen just got back up. And now we are also working on our level 11 walls. Now, here's the kicker. I must advise that you stop upgrading those things immediately. That includes heroes and your walls. Now, I know that's an incredibly bold statement to say stop upgrading that stuff right now, but there's a reason behind it. We just got notified by Supercell about the upcoming update that's going to be happening sometime very soon. How soon? I don't know, and I'm not going to tell you even if I did because I'm not allowed to. But here's the thing. We've been working on those walls at level 11. They cost $2 million a piece. We just found out that there's going to be a major change on the walls in cost reduction. So these level 11 walls that are costing $2 million a pop right now, they're going to be costing $1 million a piece. That is a major reduction, 50% to be exact. Why not wait for it, right? I mean, that's a waste of loot. You know what I mean? Like, that's if you dump 2 into one piece and then a week from now or maybe 2 weeks from now they change it, then you just wasted and lost out on some loot that could have gone into other pieces of wall. Just a thought process there. We also found out that the king and the queen are also going to be receiving a cost reduction in their prices, and you'll notice that the king is currently down right now, but the queen is back up, and I want to upgrade her really bad. It's going to cost us 131,000 dark elixir right this second, but upon the release of the update, we're talking 89,000 dark elixir. 32% reduction. I know. She's just going to have to wait. She's just going to have to wait. These changes are also going to be applied in your laboratory in the cost and prices of these troops. Some of these troops are going to be reduced, and I think the barbarians and archers are included in this. So obviously with our upgrade order that we posted the other day, we're going to have to hold off on some of these things until the release of the update, because then we're going to be wasting some loot there. So what are we going to do in the meantime? Well, we're going to go ahead and start getting ready to put down our Inferno towers. We're not going to discuss the update anymore. That information is pretty cut and dry. It's cost reductions. Hopefully you got to see what is going to be applied at your town hall level, and we're going to go out here and do a little bit of farming down here in Gold League, and we got our miners trained up. First swing, and here we are, 400,000 gold and 400,000 elixir on a Town Hall 9. I like Town Hall 9s. I mean, just especially when they don't check their stuff very often. Look at all this beautiful loot. So I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to use our queen over here, and we're going to do a little bit of funneling. And we got those 40 miners trained up. You know, we don't necessarily need all 40 on this Town Hall 9, but we're going to take all the loot. So I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to drop a wall wrecker. You don't need clan castle troops to do this, but I'm bringing it just to make my life a little bit easier. And we're going to allow it to tank for our queen. Let's go ahead and drop some miners over here. And looks like we got ourselves a wall wrecker moving in towards that town hall's location. There is a P.E.K.K.A. inside, and it's going to take down the town hall just in case. And we're going to use some of these heal spells to keep our miners alive. Now that queen's taking a beating, we're going to have to use her ability. And the miners, where did they go? They kind of spread out on us a little bit. So P.E.K.K.A.'s in the core, taking down some expos. The miners are going to move in and join her. So we're going to send a heal spell right there. And we're going to drop a heal spell in this location because our miners are working their way in on a wizard tower. Now, I don't necessarily want to use all these heal spells because we need to reserve some of that elixir. You know, you want to try to not spend all of the resources as much as you possibly can. You want to try to hold on to some of this stuff and try to walk away with the biggest amount of loot that you can possibly pull. And those miners are working pretty good. We got some on the back side of the base. We got some sweeping around over here on the far right side. They're going to move into a wizard tower and take it down. And we got a spread over there. Looks like we got a spread of miners, but we're going to hold on to these 3 heal spells. That's what we're going to do. We're going to hold on to these 3. We don't need any more heal spells, and we're going to collect the remaining group of loot off of this base. I do apologize for being a bully, but I'm going to take that loot from you because it needs to be reallocated for our account over here. And those miners are going to move through, grab the last 43,000 gold and 41,000 elixir. There we go. 3-star, very easy base. Nice little chunk of loot. Let's get into the next raid. Quickly, let's check the price of those Inferno towers. Those prices will not be changing. So 5 million gold apiece. Oh my goodness, we need to get to work. We need 5 million gold. So let's see if we can find ourselves another decent base, another decent dead base possibly. Now, as I search, and if you caught the last episode, you noticed that I was up in Crystal League, and we just crossed the threshold into Crystal League, and we used the barge to drop back down. That's where the additional wall pieces came from, because I gained the loot, dumped it back into the walls, and we've been doing that a little bit here and there, trying to stay consistent with it. But now we're trying to push back up in that nice little shiny spot, but right now it's not looking very promising. Let me see if I can find ourselves a base. Oh, never mind. Never mind. We found ourselves a base, a nice Town Hall 11. A very dead Town Hall 11. Oh, man. So what do we have to search? Like 3 or 4 bases right there? That wasn't too bad, right? All right, so let's see here. We got miners. Let's drop a miner over here. Let's try to do a little bit of funneling with a little group of miners. We don't want to use all of them. We're going to use a little tiny group of miners, and let's drop the wall wrecker to go in there and clear some buildings, drop the P.E.K.K.A. Not really too concerned about actually winning the raid, but that's one of the things about this army that I kind of enjoy, but I don't really enjoy, is that it continues to win. Like, you just can't help yourself but keep winning with this army. Now, granted, we are farming on dead bases. This army obviously has to have a little bit of adjustments when you're using it for clan war. Let's go ahead and drop the rest of our miners over here since the P.E.K.K.A.'s made it to the core. The P.E.K.K.A.'s in the core, and she's going to need some assistance. She's going to take down that Town Hall 11, or what used to be a Town Hall 11, but Mr. Bear Chief here, he gave up on the game, and he left us a nice chunk of loot, and we are going to relocate it for our Inferno Tower upgrades. So, I mean, we need it. We are at 2.5 mil on gold. We got a ways to go. All right, let's see here. Do we need a heal spell? Yes, we do. Let's drop a heal spell in this location. We are going to do our best to grab all the loot. Now, that P.E.K.K.A. is still leading the way. She's in the core over there, taking some of the damage off of the miners. Not a bad deal right here with that high-level P.E.K.K.A. taking all the damage off of the miners. And that allows our miners to roam freely. Just free roaming, taking down these defenses, moving around the base. And we got a little bit of loot up on the top side. Looks like we got ourselves an elixir collector. We got a dark elixir collector, and we have a few gold mines remaining. Now, the P.E.K.K.A., she got taken out by that level 10 queen. But watch that level 10 queen. She's about to get popped. Watch this. Those miners are moving in. She's going to target them, and they said, nope, not today. Good night, queen. Get out of my face. All right. I don't think we need to use any more heal spells. I think we're good on this. We're going to reserve the heal spells for the next raid. We did grab a training potion. We did get some league medals from the last Clan War League, so we used some of those to grab one of our training potions to start a little hour boost and give me the opportunity to steal a lot of loot in the next hour. It just kind of speeds up the process a little bit. If you've tried it out, I'm sure you find that out on your own. And 97%, not bad. We're going to go ahead and bail on that. We walk away with 505,000 gold, 515,000 elixir. Very nice. I like that. And let's go ahead and finish up this video on this final Town Hall 10-ish. Obviously, he does not have Inferno Towers yet either. He's just as new as we are. But he hasn't logged in a little while, so that works out really good for us. You'll notice that I did fast forward ahead on the raids a little bit. We are up on loot from the previous raid. I've done about 4 raids already, and this is the 5th raid, and I didn't really feel like showing all of those raids because it's really the same thing over and over and over again with the 40 miners. You're just looking for pretty dead bases like this. Well, this isn't necessarily 100% dead, but it's got really low defenses like myself, and we should be able to dominate and steal most of his loot. The miners got to deal with that one expo. They're going to take it down, and we're flanking in a group of miners over here. We're going to send the queen over on this location as well. Now, we do have a little bit of an issue here. We got miners moving into Hidden Tesla farm location, as well as an archer queen, level 13 archer queen. So we have been a little bit more consistent with our hero upgrades for the time being. Queen's going to get taken out very nicely, and we've already taken about half of his loot. We're going to hopefully be able to grab all of it because there was an offering of about 800,000 gold, I believe, if I remember correctly. Looks like they're moving into a dense location again. We're going to need to use a heal spell there, and I don't really like the fact that I have to use the heal spells, and that's what really kind of limits us on our elixir grab. You'll notice that the elixir hasn't really gone up that much since the beginning of the video because this is a heavy elixir army, and again, you could very well use a barch army, and I will acknowledge that. I've mentioned that multiple times. We use our barch to fall back down in Gold League, and we use the miners to climb back up. I only do that way I don't lose my mind raiding, because it literally gets so repetitive when you farm that you're doing the same thing over and over and over again, and you gotta find something to break up the madness, you know what I mean? All right, so we did grab all of the loot off of this base, and again, these defenses are very similar to my own, so this is what my base would look like getting beat down with the miners without the Inferno Tower. So I figure, why why not, since we are dealing with some information about the update coming out, the reduction in costs, we decided we're going to hold off on our walls for a little bit. And we're going to hold off on our heroes. Now, if I do get the Dark Elixir to put that queen down, I probably will do it because we don't know when the update's going to come out just yet. But this is what I pulled in the last couple of minutes. You'll see out of the last 5 raids, a lot of nice loot 26 minutes ago, and we knocked out a couple of raids. We are back up to 6 million in gold by using a training potion and boosting up our minor army. Even though we have this one barracks down, they still train up kind of quick when they are under training boost. Speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and train one more army. We're going to continue to do this and try to get the second Inferno tower down. And on that note, let me make sure I click the right button. Let's go in here to our defenses, and we're going to go ahead and grab our first Inferno tower and put it down for upgrade at 5 million gold. And that's going to take exactly 4 days and 11 hours to finish. So there you go, with a little bit of upcoming information for the future update. Hopefully you were able to get something out of the video today, guys. And if you enjoyed the content, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you need any additional video support, click one of those links over there. And we will see you in the next one, guys. Take care.